Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Jeff Meacham Network and this very special episode of Wrestling Rewind. Long time coming. It's the end of October, so we got to do another Halloween Havoc match, and I couldn't think of a better one, quite frankly, than the one we're about to see, but we'll get there momentarily. Joining me, of course, well, I'm Jeff Meacham. If you're watching the Jeff Meacham Network, you probably already know that, because, buy the shirt. And the logo's all over the place right now. So, thanks to Mr. Cherry, who is to my left, as he always is for Wrestling Rewind, the greatest wrestling trivia mind ever. And he will prove that, I have no doubt of it, tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon. So, we'll see how it plays out.
And we are just 5 weeks away, just over 36 days. Should I retain tomorrow, that'll still be intact. And I'm telling you what, you've been promising somebody special for day number 979. Are you trying to throw a wrench into my plans? What are you doing?
I have been putting clues up. I put up a clue Tuesday. I put up a clue yesterday. I will put up a clue as soon as we're off the air today. And then I'll put up one more clue tomorrow morning. And that's all you're going to get out of me until the post-game show.
Mm-hmm.
The Cleaver's here. The Cleaver's there during the No DQ Hall of Fame nominees. So, Colin, we thank you for sticking around for the next batch of Jeff Meacham. I've been on the damn air all day, I feel like. I've been recording since 9:45 this morning. I'm a little pooped, I gotta say. So, but this is gonna get me up for sure, because this is probably the greatest match in WCW history. I can say that without too much of a hitch in my gait along that I'm incorrect there. It's one of the best matches ever. Mm. This is a match where, neither of these guys are in the NWO. They're not, in the world title matches. They're just going out there and whooping that ass. And they're two of the best ever to do it. Ever.
Hogan and the Warrior from Halloween Havoc 98.
I will shoot you on your six. You will not reach day 965. The hell with 979 bullshit. No. No. We will okay. We won't ever watch Sabu Terry Funk. We will never watch that god-awful piece of garbage. I'll tell you that right now. Ever.
The reason for me not wanting to watch Funk and Sabu in the barbed wire match is because I don't feel like seeing somebody's muscle outside of their body. Well, Hogan and Warrior was just a train wreck that you couldn't turn away from. There's a big difference.
Well, see, Sabu and Terry Funk, people's muscles leave their body. Sid's breaking leg, his bone leaves his body.
Yeah, we're not watching that one either.
Hogan Warrior, people's gray matter dissolves over the course of the match because they're that stupid for watching it. Oh God, so bad.
Maybe that's why the pay-per-view feed cut early.
Yeah, the guy fell asleep with the switch. Slide out.
It's like Hogan Warrior was like, you don't need to see Paige Goldberg.
Yeah, no. You won't watch it tomorrow. I can't do this anymore. I can't make you guys suffer. And Colin's dead at work, so he's got the entertainment. Well, we appreciate you sticking in with us at work, Colin. So there you go. And Cool Brother says, I miss WCW. I do too. I really do. I miss the Monday night competition, between 96 and 98 or so. It was good stuff. It really was. And JJ was just in time to hear the Sid reference, so he's heard it twice today. So God bless you, Jay. There you go. We got it in one of the shows today. I forget which one we got it in on.
That's bad. We have to bring up the Sid leg break twice in one day.
Yeah, well, when you tape with JJ, it's kind of a rule of thumb. So.
Also, Matt, yes. To your question, did you see that clip?
Hang on 1 second. Let me just see. You see the dude that jumped off the... Yes.
I mean, how could you not?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what to watch, and then it was like, no. Yeah.
I haven't told you on the air, but I was telling Jay during the course of our tapings today that after Dak Prescott broke his leg, Dylan was saying how bad it was. I'm like, oh, this is nothing. Check this out. I put the Sid tape on purpose, Greg.
Why would you do that
I don't know. I wouldn't do it to me. He didn't care.
I mean, if he's desensitized from it, if he can watch the Sid leg break and have no emotion, I think he's good for the rest of his life. Nothing's going to phase that kid.
Yeah, seriously. The kid has balls I don't understand. I don't understand it at all. Oh my God. Yeah, it is. It's the Sid thing is the most graphic thing I've ever seen in wrestling. And I mean, ever. And I sat next to Tammy Sitch watching a no rope barbed wire match between Ian Rotten and Supreme, and the Sid thing grosses me out more.
Yeah. I mean, I watched the Dak Prescott one like live as it happened. Ugh. Obviously, I'm a Cowboys fan, but like, you don't want to see that happen to anybody. Like, it's such a nasty injury. And as somebody who has had his leg broken, I feel his pain.
Yeah, exactly. There's that, and the thing is, it seems to be the 2020 Cowboy trend, because Andy Dalton's brains got scrambled the next week.
Well, I mean, you weren't gonna have much hope with Dalton at quarterback anyway.
Granted, but at least he had his brains together for most of the game. Jesus. All right, we're off in the weeds as we do.
Yeah.
So, Halloween Havoc 97. You saw the byline, and if you didn't see it, then I'm sorry you can't read, because if you can't read, then your education system failed you.
But you got here somehow.
So I guess visual aids are a key to your success. God bless you for that. That's why we're here. Visual and auditory. Yay. 28 minutes, 31 seconds in. You should be just coming off a horrendous promo with Mongo and Deborah and Mean Gene. So there's that bit of unfortunate situation for you. But it's about to get real good, kids. I promise. Because when we decided we were going to do Halloween Havoc all month, and then the month kind of got away from us because of shenanigans, it was for sure we were going to watch this match. I have not watched this match since I saw this match in October 1997, so I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see it again. Everybody knows how I feel about Eddie Guerrero. I've not made any. I've not been quiet about my feelings toward Eddie and Ray. I've kind of gotten over my Ray hate because of the exploitation of Eddie, and Ray's just, you can't help but respect Rey Mysterio Jr. He's one of the greatest luchador of all time. There's no denying that fact. The guy's freaking knees just are snake bit. It's just, it just kind of is what that is there, Not quite a snake bit as his leg, but still very snake bit.
Or the guy who jumped off a backyard ring, not a snake bit as his.
Well, if you're in a backyard, you're kind of snake bit from Jump Street. You're just an idiot at this point, because
I survived without any major injuries,
and so did a couple of the people in this room. But you know what? If you're backyarded in 2020, I'm sorry, you kind of earn what you get. You really do. So.
Granted, I broke somebody's nose, but whatever.
Now, I managed to get a nosebleed and sitting ringside doing commentary, so that shows you how safe backyard is. All right, 28-31. You guys have had time. I've said what it is. You know where you're supposed to be. And I definitely want feedback. If you got, please, we encourage you guys to watch this with us. I know we're live today. It's a little bit different than we usually do the pre-tape, but if you're able to watch it live, I know it's 8 o'clock on the East Coast, but everything you guys are watching primetime TV, watch this match with us, whatever time you're watching this, whether now, on demand, whatever, because I enjoy getting the feedback. So let us know what you think as we go along. 3, 2, 1, play for me, play for Greg. There we go. Because Greg was at 33 when I said go. So,
for the longest time when I was a kid, I used to think Malenko and Mysterio came out to the same music because it sounded similar.
I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Seth Rollins. Oh.
Yeah. I was going to say, for everybody wondering who Seth was paying tribute to during the match with Mysterio, this is the outfit right here. This is it.
He looks so freaking young.
He is so freaking young. He's like 6 years old here, dude.
I know.
What's really funny, people just gush over the big giant orange, the pumpkin.
Yeah.
I actually like this set. The big the tombstones and the big WCW Halloween Havoc skull and the Trons on either side. I actually like this better than the orange pumpkin personally.
I think this one ended up in Revenge, the video game.
It did indeed. You're absolutely correct, sir. And here he is, sauntering to the ring. Belt's barely visible as far as the good stuff of it. Just full P and V, man. God, I love this. I love this Eddie Guerrero so much. Granted, I love me Latino Heat and the fun-loving guy, but give me heel Eddie Guerrero any day. And give me Dusty on commentary if we're not doing it ourselves, for the record. Just because Dusty on commentary is always a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what made the WCW versus NWO at the very beginning of it. It was just awesome listening to Tony, the Brain, and Dusty all on commentary.
Yeah, and all on the same front against somebody. Like, that was the weirdest thing ever. Like, Bobby
it was weird to hear. Yeah, Bobby was a face.
Well,
essentially.
Well,
I mean, can't believe I'm rooting for anybody alongside Dusty and you.
Right. But yeah, it's so funny. He spent how many years saying Hogan's scum, and it's like, I told you.
Yeah.
I done told you all, folks. Mm-hmm. Now, I believe those are the very famous Eddie Guerrero tights that, like, everybody that's loved Eddie has emulated since then. Sasha among them, and and everything.
Yeah.
Just good stuff. Oh, so spoiler alert for a future episode of Dads. Just so you know, I'm gonna say it to your face. At the very end of the Survivor Series matches recording, one of Jay's honorary mentions was Paige versus Charlotte from 2015. And he was saying I'd be happy because Charlotte was there. I'm like, I gotta be honest with you, Jay. I've been watching since Sasha Banks came back from her little walk off there from being bitchy about loss of the tag titles. And I said to you earlier in the month, she has been the most consistent performer on the roster, women's wise. Nobody can touch her right now. And if she loses the belt first defense, I will cut a person. I swear to God, I will.
I get it.
Because there's no freaking way she should right now. I don't care. Not even Bayley. Just no.
Okay, so is there a 4-man booth for this? Is it Shivani, Tenay, Heenan, and Dusty?
They brought Tenay in because the Luchadors are on.
Well, I know they did that, but
yeah, that's the only reason Tenay's in there right now. He wasn't on for the whole show. Yeah. Tenay would come in when the Luchadors or the Cruiserweights would come on and do their thing, because Mike Tenay was the professor. And for those of you that didn't tune in 18 years ago, he is why I'm the professor. He called me, originally it was Professor Jr.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, I'm like in my 20s now, Junior, no, so it became West Coast Professor.
There you go.
But it's all Mike Tenay's fault. And since he was based on the East Coast at the time, he lived in Vegas, I became the West Coast Professor. So there you
go. That was a nice drop kick.
That was a nice drop kick. No fooling, man. Good stuff.
Whoa!
Woo!
That could have been way worse.
Yeah. JJ, it's funny. You say I love Tenay. I actually love Tenay too, but when we went back to Turning Point in 2004, we kind of got a different, very interesting side of Mike Tenay. I don't know if he had been partaking in the after-hours beverages before we got there, but he was kind of distant this time. It was very weird to see Mike Tenay, but Don West was freaking like lovey-dovey, man. He was cool as cat, so it was weird. But yeah, Mike Tenay is a consummate professional. If I need an analyst for hockey or wrestling, I'm on the phone with Tenay. Easy. He's a big Kings fan. Well, he wasn't probably until about 3-4 years ago.
Till Vegas.
Yeah. That's okay. Just because Renee Young abandoned us for the Knights, I get it. Fine. Or excuse me, Renee Paquette. Gotta keep kayfabe. Yeah. She's a Hall of Fame nominee this year for No DQ.
There you go.
In the non-wrestler category. I mean, a little soon for her, but I'm mad at it. She's sweet as peach, so good for her. If you guys vote her in, I'm cool with it.
Did Retribution get the nomination, or did that fall by the
wayside?
No,
Aaron nipped that shit in the bud.
Okay. It's like only serious nominees, I guess.
Well, the thing is, it's so funny. He complained about that happening, yet he put up the question about Benoit. I'm like, dude.
And Benoit nearly won.
Again.
That's why I said on Twitter, it's... Ow.
As much as we want to try to believe it, there is no separation of church and state there. There's not. There's just not. It is what it is. It will ever be is what it is. And there's nothing. There's no descending there because it's polarizing if we do it either way. So
Right.
bad business. I already told Aaron I will not read his name if I'm on a nomination show that he's listed. I will not read the name. I won't.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're taking away from this awesome match because this is like I said. There's the cover shot right there for the record.
Yeah.
See, that's probably WCW matches. Like they didn't have a whole lot of match graphics that were really worth a damn to use for stuff like this, you know. So,
And that was probably the sweetest move that ever happened in WCW.
right, that was just slick as man, it's great. Oh wow, there you go. And here's why Rey Mysterio is Rey Mysterio. Whoa.
Oof.
Or why Eddie's Eddie. There you go, even better. JJ, why are you promoting the idea of Don West and Joe Gertner? Are you wanting us to suffer? Like, real? I just really.
And well.
Buy everything now, ShipperDay.com! It's like, no, it's too much. Too much.
There would be too much
intensity.
Too much self-promotion, and that's coming from me.
Yeah. Where everything in this room is available at Greg Cherry's Teespring store right now.
Yeah, damn right it is.
Both shirts and the damn logo itself, for crying out loud. Oh my god. Well, actually, the shirt's on Jace Judd, my Teespring, but
yeah, but
it was designed by you, so yeah.
Yeah, it's still part of the conglomerate.
Yes. Okay, you're gonna win the mask if you beat him. Why you gotta be a dick?
Because it's 97 Eddie. That's why.
It's very true. Very true. Dude, it's so funny. Wow, you can see how much makeup he puts on his eyes to make him black and more mysterious when he does that stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I often wonder how far the LWO exactly would have gone if Eddie hadn't gotten in the car wreck.
Yeah.
Definitely one because I mean, shoot, Nate went right in there right after the NWO reunited. I'm like, all right, you guys have been dicked around. You're free to go. And then did nothing with any of them.
Now, did he do the angle where he was calling out Bischoff post car wreck?
No, that was before.
Okay.
So the whole coffee promo was like summer of '98.
Yeah.
And like over the course of the latter part of the year, it developed into what would become the LWO. They really formulated as a group right toward the end. And then, like I said, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, he got in the car wreck. So,
Right.
you know, when the Finger from Boca Doom happened, they were still a thing. But I think the following Nitro, Flair called the group out and said, nope, over it.
Yeah.
And then Ray would protest and keep it on, which drew the ire of Big Sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And Lex Luger, and that ended up being Mask versus Liz's hair, and Ray had his mask taken away for almost 3 years. So
Right.
over 3 years actually, because it was Somerville too when he came back to WWE. So.
Yep.
And then we had Ray going hooty hoo, and there you go. Yeah.
Hooty hoo.
Hooty hoo.
Yeah, we try to forget the filthy animals period, but you know, whatever.
No, the animals I don't mind. It's the Luminate Soldiers I have a problem with. No, actually, I'm putting myself through the torture of late '99 WCW, and during my binges, and you know, the animals are a breath of fresh air on that hot garbage. They really are. I mean, Eddie, Ray, Kidman, even Conan. It's been entertaining. Once you mute the button and actually watch him wrestle.
Hey, for my Rumble watch along, I forced myself through a WCW Rumble in 2000.
God bless
so
you, man.
there's that.
There you go.
It's not going to count towards the rankings because it's not a WWE match, but
Right.
I wanted to review it for the sake of, hey, this is where it would have ranked, but it's not actually going to count.
Right. You know, for as little as he was, Rey Mysterio's always packed a punch, man. He'll freaking chop the tree down. Oh, jeez. Or I'll just get his back broken. You know, one or the other. Oh,
Yeah.
man. He drop kicked him in the chest. He even drop kicked him in the face like he usually do. He drop kicked right in the chest just to make sure he felt all of it. Evil son bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mamacita's gonna be miserable tonight. No heat for Vicky. Grief. Right into Poppy Chulos.
He had kids after that, right? Shaw
Yes.
hadn't been born yet, right?
No.
Or no, Shaw was born by that point.
Stand by. I should know this too, but that's okay.
She signed somewhere, didn't she?
I believe
Guerrero.
she did. Yeah, I believe she did. I hope I spell her damn name right. There we go. I got it. Shaw. 1990. So yeah, she had just turned 7 not too long before this.
Okay.
Let's see. She's also a burlesque dancer. Well, that's interesting. That's
Look out.
Got any rolled up? Nope. Not
Ah.
quite. Almost. Let's see. Professional wrestling career. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun. She is a ring announcer. At least she was on one show for AEW. She was the ring announcer for the Women's Tag Team Cup. She's also Mrs. A in English, but I already knew that. So.
Right. 619.
There you go. Kind of, sort of.
I mean, he always did the Tiger Fink kick, but didn't actually start kicking people in the face till WWE.
That's right. A in English, proving that Snow White Gingers have a chance. Not a whole lot of padding out there. That's pretty much aesthetics.
I mean that's very thin carpet is what that is.
Yeah. That's some Vegas casino carpet right there. It ain't that thin, right? It ain't that thick. Man, Ray's mask is just jacked. Whoa! What the hell was that? It's like a mid-air spiral tap or something.
It was like a cannonball whisper in the wind or something.
Right?
Because Jeff normally hits the person with his legs. Rey Mysterio just freaking lawn darted himself
Seriously,
towards that.
freaking torpedoed his ass at him. Grief, man. No fear, ever. I love it.
Rey Mysterio with a body slam, something you'll probably never hear again.
Right? Springboard out seat and up into the gut. Never a good thing. Look at that. No wasted motion. Right up, fluid motion. Bam! Oh man! Folded him in two. That was good shit. Jericho's watching. I'm gonna steal that.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen like. I think they call that a brainbuster power bomb. I don't think I've ever seen it. I've seen this match before, but like I don't think I've ever seen anybody do it that smoothly and that like brutally.
Yeah, he spiked him and then he stacked him up. That was just ridiculous. Yeah. God, he was so good. Oh, it's a freaking tragedy he was taking. Oh,
yeah.
God,
agreed.
It sucks.
Imagine if he was still alive today, how many fantastic matches he would have had with like the Shawn Michaels match would have happened.
I was going to say, the Shawn Michaels match at WrestleMania was right there. Golly. Dude, because think about it. That was ugly. That was ugly. Ugh. As fun as Shawn and Vince was at WrestleMania 22.
Which it was.
I enjoyed that match thoroughly, for the record. Can you imagine if it was Eddie and Shawn? Holy balls, dude, for real. Whoa, we're going for the frog flash. You realized it wasn't going to happen. Roll through. Very nice. Whoop, easy there. See, that's a booty pop.
I always like those style turnbuckles better anyway. Like the WCW style.
Yep.
I don't know why, but I did.
Yeah, even their toy ring was like that. Oh, Guerrero, gory special? Off the top rope, or is just going to be a gory bomb? Nope, he reversed it. Nice. And he got him. Man. That was slick. And Dusty, what a battle. Yeah, no kidding, Dream. Wow.
Yeah. You didn't really hear Dusty during that match much.
Dream's trying to catch up. He's trying to keep up. God bless him. He was a flubberin. For my next trick, I'm gonna.
Eddie.
Boo, Eddie, you heal you. Ray's like, I'm gonna take this and show this off on my 14th birthday. Eddie with the last laugh, but Ray still walks out, standing as tall as he possibly can at 5'3". We're not done with this rivalry, though. You can tell Eddie's face. He's not done.
Yeah.
But, no need to replay that. Come on.
This.
That's just ridiculous. Look at that. He even looks good in slow motion.
No Splash Mountain Bomb.
I always loved when they did that. Like, you know who did that really, really well was freaking Kid Cash.
The Splash Mountain Bomb?
No, the reversal into the Hurricane Rana.
Oh.
Like, Kid Cash would snap it like a snap suplex. He'd be like, he'd just whap in midair like, holy shit, Dave. Jeez. Yeah. All right, that's enough of you, Mean Gene. Well, there you are, kids. So, when next we meet on Wrestling Rewind, it will be November 4th.
5th.
Sunday's the 1st. Okay, if we do it on Thursday, it'll be the 5th. So Thursday will be the 5th, which means somebody has a birthday. Which means, for the first time in WWE history, and I think the first time on this show, we will be stepping inside the Elimination Chamber. Oh, yes.
Complete with the promo before the match because it is probably, aside from the My Way package from WrestleMania 17, Survivor Series 2002's Elimination Chamber is probably my favorite video package for a match ever.
And Greg, you know the best part about plugging that match on this show is it was on my Survivor Series countdown, so it's already loaded into the thing.
Nice.
There it is, brother. Look at that talent in that match. Holy bananas.
I mean, all Hall of Famers.
Yes.
3 of them already are.
Yes. And then there's Sean and his tights.
Probably the asterisk on the entire match was the fact that HBK had these like brown ass tights.
Ass is the word. Like they look like he looked like a big giant turd from the waist down. Poor bastard.
But the thing is, they will always be remembered because the match itself is fantastic.
Yeah,
but it's like, man, you couldn't get like a pair of your old tights or something because by the time he got to freaking Armageddon, like he was back in his Heartbreak Kid tights. So it's like, okay, that's fine.
It's like at the very least, go back to SummerSlam and get your freaking wife beater and jeans, something, man. Jesus, God, terrible. But I will say this. Of all the things I remember that match, besides, of course, the big moment for Shawn, it is a miracle that Triple H has used his trachea at this point, the criminy. And that's all thanks to my buddy. So we'll get into that next week.
Yeah.
Don't do dives off the pods, kids. Okay.
And there's multiple in that match.
Well, it's the first of its kind, thanks to the mind of Eric Bischoff. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
But before we get to next week's Rewind, before we get to next week's Greg Cherry show, or even talk wrestling next week, we got to put you through the motions again tomorrow.
I'm telling you, it's Wrestling Trivia Challenge tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern, as it always is.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be an interesting show to see if I survive 965 and go to 966. And you say you have somebody lined up for me in the events that I retain. Can you imagine if you did all this buildup, I ended up losing? Like just as like some fluke. I'd probably drive you nuts, but
I had to find a way to snail mail you a kick in the head for that. Damn it, just to ruin my jam. But of course, after the Wrestling Trivia Challenge episode on the Greg Cherry brand exclusively on YouTube, you can come either to Greg's channel or to my channel and catch the post game wrap up. And Whether Greg will be there is entirely up to him tomorrow. If he does his thing as he's done for the past 964 days, then he'll be there tomorrow. If not, then we'll have whoever the hell. Yeah, there you go. So, and that's if that guy wants to even show up. I mean, if he wins, he might want to run and hide and keep his title for 2 weeks. So, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But run scared, brother, because Greg's coming for you. Rematch. But we'll see what happens. But again, if you guys don't, if we don't happen to say it tomorrow during the post game, have a safe Halloween weekend. If you're going out, be cautious, be COVID, thoughtful. Don't. There's no need to go within 6 feet of somebody. If there's candy on the porch, go for it. Otherwise, keep your kids safe for real.
If anybody decides they want candy from my house, I'm going to toss it to them like I'm Ben Roethlisberger.
That's right.
Not this past week's Ben Roethlisberger. Like, I'm actually going to make it there. But basically the first 5 weeks, Ben Roethlisberger. So you can catch the candy. If you don't catch the candy, you have to throw it back because it's mine now. That's how it works. It's like, hey, I'm doing you a service. I'm throwing the candy to you. You at least have to catch it. And if it's a bad throw, then it's on me. You can keep it.
Just remember, when it comes to Halloween candy in the COVID era, what's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine too.
Thanks, Repo.
Thank you, Barry. We'll see you next week. Good night, kids.